You know, one of the great things about worry is that it can tell you a whole lot about what is going on in your life if you're not passive. I think when we are worrying about something, our body, our mind, our soul, whatever you want to call it, is telling us something's wrong. Like something is off balance, something is out of whack. We need to change something. And that's the beautiful part about worry, is it can be a powerful tool to make your life considerably better if you don't lean into it too long. So when worrying, I think we have to figure out how to, as quickly as possible, how do we identify what the hell's going on? You know, what is really bothering us? And then as simple as I can say this, the more efficiently you can convert identifying your worry into action as quickly as possible, everything gets better. And so like, what is the action? The action is just working on improving or fixing this thing that you're worrying about. And I have a good way to help you guys indicate whether or not you can actually do that. It's just a simple question. Is what you're worrying about something that you can change? Do you have any control over it? If the answer is yes, then we work ourselves down the ladder of figuring out what can we control, how can we implement it, and let's put this into action as quickly as possible. If the answer to that question is no, this is an entire separate video, but then we have to let it go. Because literally, if you can't control it, you guys, worrying provides almost, I would say, zero value, little to none. Maybe there's an argument out there that it provides some. I would say it's unlikely. So, you know, you guys, in thinking about what's going on in your life right now, I just really encourage you guys to sit and be really proactive with all this. Because as much as I can emphasize, I really do think a lot of us tend to get overconsumed with worry. And in being overconsumed with worry, we don't take action. And you know what's crazy, you guys? I think the best antidote to worry is taking action. I know that's a very simple concept, but I really believe in it. I understand that sometimes you look for videos like this and they don't always give you immediate answers in working on or fixing what you're struggling with immediately. But I do think things like this help. And something else I want to share with you guys that I hope you can get from this video is I really think the odds are in your favor. I think when most of us look at our lives and we think back, if you're being really honest with yourself and you think back to all of the really big ticket things that you worried about in the past, I encourage you guys to ask yourselves, did you, on an overall net basis, did you overall not let yourself down, or did you overall let yourself down regarding all of the things you can think of in the past that you worried about? And I'm sure there's a lot of circumstances where something didn't go according to plan and maybe you did let yourself down. I've done that. But I bet if you're being compassionate with yourself now and honest, in the big scope of life, you guys, I bet more times than not, you have been there for yourself. You've worked through something, you've figured it out, you fixed it, you excelled, and everything ended up to be just okay. You know, everything was fine at the end of the day. So for whatever reason, when we tend to worry, we forget about all the stuff in the past that we kicked ass at and made it through even when we didn't think we could. And so I encourage you guys not to lose, don't lose those things. Don't lose grasp of those things. Grab onto them and hold onto them and use them to fuel you with hope and drive and energy and, you know, anything you can take from those moments to push you through excelling and getting through the present moment worry, I think only provides you value. I just hope that you guys continue to have faith in yourselves. It's really easy to get consumed with worry and to sulk in that, like I had mentioned earlier. So I hope that you guys will, at least through the course of this video, even if I've only helped 1%, I hope that you guys can develop a strategy to utilize converting worry into action, like realistically as quickly as possible, because I think that is the way that most of us are going to get through conquering these things that are like eating us alive as quickly as possible. Last thing I want to leave you guys with in this video, which is just another technique to help hopefully point out to you, like, worrying about this thing is providing me no value. Most of the time, the things that I spent the most time worrying about, 9 out of 10 times, were so insignificant that I can't even remember what they are now. But I will tell you guys, I remember spending countless nights worrying and worrying and worrying, and then feeding that into anxiety, and then feeding that into stress, and then feeding that into anger, and only to reach an eventual conclusion, or eventually let that thing go, and then realize that, like, oh, I'm all right. It's kind of good. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time when I was struggling and going through something, I went through it, succeeded in working through that thing, and then found myself to only be stronger and a little bit more in tune with who I was. And if only I had focused on, like, let me reach that conclusion as quickly as possible, I wouldn't have wasted so much countless time and energy entertaining worry beyond the point of value, like I said. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything you guys would like for me to talk about in future videos, or anything that I can help you guys with, please put it in the comments section down below. I would love to hear your take on worry as well, how you work through worry. If you have any opinions or perspectives that I didn't mention that you think you could share to educate me and others, drop it in the comments section. The comments section is a great place for all of us to learn. So I will see you guys next week for some more hopefully good conversations and good progress in life. And until next time, go work through those worries. Keep up the good work, you guys. You're going to do great. It's likely going to be just fine. All right? Have faith. Take care, you guys. Thanks for hanging out today. Cheers.